Hello students, welcome back to the unit 4. In this video, we are going to focus on the second topic, that is JavaScript in JSF. So the topic covered in this topic are listed here. So first topic is calling JSF function from JSF. Second is getting JSF input value from JavaScript. Third, integrating JavaScript and JSF. And the last topic is passing parameter by opening a pop-up window using JSF and JavaScript. First, we are going to discuss calling from JavaScript. So JavaScript can be called in JSF application. Okay. So for example, in the library folder, we will create a JS folder. So in the resource folder of the project, we will create a folder JS in which we will declare our script name. I mean our JavaScript file. For example, myscript.js is my file in which I have a function show message. In the show message, I have just to put the alert message, just hello world. Okay. We can have any method, any number of method, any processing value, anything we can have here. I just had only to show the message here for our understanding. So this message, the JavaScript, we are going to connect through the output script. Output script is a tag library which is available in the HTML tag, which connects our JavaScript file, that is library. Library means the resource folder what we have in the project, which has a subfolder JS in which we have created myscript.js. And name is myscript.js. So library is the resource folder in which we have JS folder. Inside that we have the file name we are representing. So this way we can represent our JavaScript. Otherwise we can also put JavaScript, you can close the tag here, and within the output script we can directly write this function code within the output tag script without writing library name. Just we can write directly our JavaScript inside the output script. That is also possible, but I have written a separate file. And in the command button, we are going to call through the on-click event which connects with the JavaScript. So in the on-click event, I say show message. Show message is our method which is declared in the myscript.js folder, JS file. Okay. What will happen? On click is an event, JavaScript will be called show message, then alert message will be showing. So this is calling from JavaScript function in JSF. Now with the same idea, we are going to get the input what we typed in the in the JSF application. That is what getting JSF input value from JavaScript. So for that, the down one form input text. So input text we have some value. I am going to type anything. So whatever that you type here will goes to JavaScript. Okay. So we are declared input text with one ID, and we have value with the empty. Okay, can be anything during the runtime. And for example, I called different event on mouse event. So on mouse event will be calling our JavaScript. My JavaScript is get input text of this. So this represents the current object here. So get input text is a method, JavaScript method. So it is going here, get input text of text. So whatever the attribute parameter you declare here, through this we will get the value. So text.value. So it will give the value what is typed in the text field. So the value what we received, I am showing through the alert message. Okay, so alert message will give whatever that we typed here. So this is getting JSF input text value from the JavaScript. Now third topic is integrating JavaScript and JSF. So this is something like will increase the JSF application more powerful. So sometime you want to, I give an example here, sometime you want to delete a record, you want to ask yes or no. So something that we can make like that. So I have a form here, I have a command button here. Okay, in the command button I have a value that is going to be displayed as delete record, So I will call my Java function on click, in which I am saying if it's not confirm, okay, confirm value with are you sure want to delete the current record. For example, you are asking the yes or no condition, then return. If it is not confirm, that means not selected, yes, then return false, okay, otherwise return true. So this value is true means then respective action command will be performed. You say cancel, no, then false will be returned, this action will not be. So action is a user manager bean. For example, I just called my name function which will return the name value, just for example only. So in the confirm message, if you say yes, only action going to be performed. So that is in the action we use to connect the user manager bean. So manager bean will perform some operation. Maybe if you are going to connect and delete your database record, that is possible in the my name function, okay. So this will give more powerful in our application. The next is passing parameter by opening a pop-up window using JSF and JS. So we are going to use form event form tag in the design window, one XHTML file in which I am going to open pop-up. Next is once you are going to open, I am going to create another file. For example, in this I am created a new win XHTML file, that is separate file, in which I am calling the name value u.myname_value, for example. This is another page. And for our my name method, what we used to declare in the manager bean, I have shown here, okay. So 3 different programs are in this. First one, we can this is a design window or view, separate view, and new is separate view here, and we have manager bean here, okay. For example, in the form, we have command button which has a value new window. In this command, I am calling the on click JavaScript, okay. Through the on click, we are going to have call JavaScript. So in this, we are going to say window.open. So window.open, in a sense, it will open a new window, okay. New window will be opened, in which I am going to say new window.xhtml file, okay. So new window.html file means I created another file, another program, for example, new win.xhtml file. So in this I am going to say your name is I am calling manager bean, my name method. My name method is separate file, it can be in the manager bean. And in this program you can call directly, or you can pass the argument. For example, I am passing the argument, that's what passing parameter, okay. Question mark name equal to value, I say. So question mark name equal to value, in a sense this value will be assigned to the page. In that page, what I have this actually my name method calling it from the manager bean. So I will explain to this one later. Let us first of all focus in the opening window. So URL parameter passes the value, and for the open window, what is the title? So title is my window, and what is the height and width of the window? We can describe here. Size, height, what is that? Width, what is that? If you want to say no menu bar, toolbar, no. So pop-up window usually will not have menu bar and a toolbar. Normal window can have. So we plan for pop-up window. So we said menu bar no, toolbar no, and return false we have to say to open separate window. So once it is opened, this new window will be opened, coming with the value that is name equal to Bala. So this method is called here. So what will happen once you are calling this method? So it refers to the manager bean. In manager bean, I used here a faces context class to create an object to get the current instance. So we are getting the current instance of the application. So using this, we used to get the external content in which we can use to get the parameter. Get the parameter what we pass. What is the parameter we have? Name is our parameter. So the way that we are going to call is we used to create faces contacts in which we used to get the current instance that we assign in the faces context instance. So using this instance, we used to say get external content dot get request parameter map dot get. This is a procedure. The method get content has a method get request parameter map, in which we have a method get. So in this we are going to specify our parameter name. So the parameter what we discuss in we put it in the argument, okay, as in the query. That name will be there. So whatever the value that is returns, we convert as a string and we put it in the name value. So name value is in the managed bin. So this name value is going to be returned by this method, because this method is returning a string value. So this value what we are getting in the application, that we are returning. So this method will return the value whatever that we pass. What we passed here is Bala. So for example, when we call this method, it is going to return the value what is assigned here. So Bala will be returned. The value that you are passed is your name. So it will be pop up a new window when we are clicking in this form event, and in the new window the value is going to be printed over here. How? Using this method, but the method is retrieving the request parameter. Request parameter has the value. That value is going to be shown here. So this is one simple example. In this way, if we want to process and create a new window which will collect the data, can be processed. So it can JSF code can be integrated with JavaScript using the pop-up window to perform any actions, any operations. Okay, this is one example I shown here. So this is all about Unit 4. So in the Unit 4 we discussed about Ajax and JSF, and the other one JavaScript and JSF. In the Ajax we discussed what is Ajax, how it is connected to JSF, and we have seen 3 different examples. First example was used without Ajax, and second was used Ajax but with button. Last example we used the same like second, and we removed the button. Whenever we type the text, immediately it was rendered in the data was rendered in the page. And in JavaScript side, we used to call JavaScript function in JSF. That's the first one. And second, we used to give the input which were processed and shown in the JavaScript. Using message we shown the data. I printed 2 times, leave it. And third one is integrated JavaScript and JSF, in which we used to call confirm method to process, which can be trigger out the event or action in JSF. The last one is passing parameter by opening the pop-up window using JSF and JavaScript. So how pop-up window can be used in the JavaScript, and that is connected to JSF application. So these are all about Unit 4. If you have any questions, or if you want to discuss anything, you can send me an email, or you can put e-learning message, or we can discuss during the meeting, MS meeting time. Thank you very much for watching this video.